Hello and welcome to the Cole Report. We're here just doing our thing. Got a couple of quick things to get to and then something kind of weird and major. We're going to keep this as short as possible. It's a Friday night, and unfortunately, I got to work tomorrow, which I'm not very happy about. So, we're going to try to make this as quick as possible, hit a couple news stories, get to this new kind of conspiracy theory thing me and Shepard are kind of working on. There's some other people putting some information into it, but real quick, let's get to a couple news stories that are interesting. I'm going to try to get away from some of the normal news eventually and work my way over to the some of the more weird stuff. I think y'all like the weird stuff, but we just there's always just this weird news stuff we need to hit on. So let's get to it real quick. Let's jump over here. Get to the internet. This article is from 12 hours ago. Ukraine uses Western Harpoon missile system to sink a Russian tugboat. Supposedly, this is the second uh, ship they have sunk of Russia's. The Ukrainian Navy struck a Russian tugboat in the Black Sea with a Harpoon anti-ship missile system provided by the West. These are supposedly from Britain and Denmark. The U.S. has sent two additional of these as part of the last $1 billion just military aid. There's a lot of confusion with the aid that's being sent over. Most of it supposedly is for humanitarian um, use, which we can all debate on what that's going to. I think it's coming back to our politicians and their pocketbook between them and the Zeke over there. But just if this is true, we'll wait on it. There's too much misinformation going on there. That's why I don't even like really touching it. But I seen it, so I thought I'd bring it up. Also today, the FDA authorizes the for kids 5 and under. Not a fan of that. But like I said, we're marching through this news. That's for you to decide. Leave a comment if you dare. It doesn't bother me on how you feel about that. Next story. Russian natural gas flows to France via pipeline from Germany have ceased. I don't know what this is going to look like in a couple months if it stays this way, but I can promise you not going to be good. This is very bad, obviously. If anything, I think we're just going to sell them more of our stuff. We're going to be left in the cold with no power. We got no food coming at the end of the year from anywhere in the world. Northern Africa, the Middle East, they're going to be starving. They're going to go into Europe, and I think it's all part of the plan with the conflict between the bear and UKR. It's as simple as that, in my opinion. But what do I know? We're going to keep on marching because we do not have time to really dick around with too much of this stuff. China has launched a new aircraft carrier. Tell me what you think about this. Very into it. They have they got water cannons and they got some firecrackers. I'm expecting more because I think usually my firecrackers, my fireworks, and all that kind of stuff come from China. I don't know about that aviation tower on it, but they still have these ramps on these ships. I think those are ramps. Maybe that's something else. But if that's a flat deck carrier, I'm a little concerned because supposedly it's really hard somehow to get that technology going on. The catapult system that we have on our carriers in the West. I don't know what this is, but supposedly this is a really big problem. I don't know if those are ramps or not on this thing. I can't really tell. Maybe if you know about any of this kind of stuff with aircraft carriers, leave a comment so you can inform me because that would be very much appreciated. But this is not good. If this is part of the war plan, they already have more ships than us. From all the stuff I've seen, could be wrong, but that's just kind of the stuff I've seen. The UK is supposed to be sending Julian Assange to the United States, and think about him what you will. I think he did some bad, he did some good. I think most of it was good. It was to shed a light on what is going on around the world. You can think about the military stuff what you will, but this is not going to be good for Mr. Assange. He should have been pardoned a long time ago by Trump, and it didn't happen. Did not happen. Let's jump to this real quick. This will kind of get us there, but we got one more funny thing to get to before that. France has started to ban outdoor events due to heat. This is not from what I read through today. This is not all across France, the whole country. I like the different little lines going on right here in this picture from the BBC. But we can click on this. I think it's already zoomed in. Yeah, it's pretty zoomed in. I think it's just in one town. Oh yeah, this town right here. Oh God. I'm not even going to make an attempt to pronounce this. There it is right here. I'm not even going to make an attempt to pronounce this. Go for it yourself. But the temperatures are hitting like in the 90s. And I know most of Europe, they really don't usually have air conditioning systems unless it's more of like, I guess, a fancy building or something like that. But it seems like if it's really hot, you would want to be outside because your house probably is not set up to have airflow and be cool and comfortable in it. So you think you'd want to be outside. Drink water. It's not that hard. It's 100 and something in Texas, and it's only in the low 90s in Europe. So, go figure. We haven't been in the United States that long. If we can figure it out, I'm sure Europe can figure it out. But we're gonna get to this here in a second. That's part of the whole story. But I just wanted to hit some of these. Did the wrong one there. I just want to hit some of these topics real quick because I thought they were slightly interesting. Let's get to this one real quick. I find this to be quite hilarious. We got some dummy. Supposedly they had a Trump sticker on their car and they crash into a Trump store. Good God. If I was this guy right here, I would have lost my lunch in my pants. I don't know why there's a Trump store. We're not here to be, political at all. I don't care about either side at all. I'm just here to talk about stuff. But that's just so crazy that there's a Trump store, and oh my God. So it looks like the only person that got hurt is whatever jackass was driving this car. It seems malicious to me if he had with anti-Trump stickers and then crashing his car into the store. So pretty clear cut case of what's going on here, but two wrongs don't make a right here. Wow, beautiful. Unfortunately, stuff like this is what's kind of funny, but what's going on around the world is not quite so funny. It's not very funny at all. We've seen in the past couple days massive flooding in Yellowstone. Of course, we know Yellowstone has the super caldera there. It could blow up and it would be, crazy everywhere. It could be terrible for the United States. Could alter life as we know it for quite a long time. Even impact the whole world. And then we see this crazy die-off of these cattle in, I think it was it Kansas, Missouri, somewhere in the Midwest. Flyover country, whatever. Me and Shepard were talking on Thursday, talking about Yellowstone and how it could be, pole shift, weather extremes, Planet X kind of stuff, things like that. We'll get into it on his show when that starts up next week. But it could be also with the cattle. Maybe there's like some kind of slip in the atmosphere. Planet X coming in. Maybe it's driving crazy heat. Or it could be a slip in the atmosphere and maybe like somehow some crazy rays came in right there. Something like that. We're also seeing extreme heat in the northern hemisphere right now because it is the northern hemisphere's summer. And then also in Australia, we're seeing pretty crazy cold. I meant to look this up before the show and I completely blanked out and forgot to do such a thing. Let's maybe we can just jump over to Google real quick. I hate Googling stuff during this show, but you can see how bad I spell, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I spell pretty bad. Okay. All right. Australia temperature 62 right now. Okay. Maybe I might be wrong on this. It was just stuff I heard. But let's check out their winter temperature real quick. Usually it's 37 to 51. Okay, so it's in the 60s there, but I'm sure they're not really used to that from May to August. Okay, 37. Yeah, that's kind of chilly. That's chilly for Texas. Okay. So maybe it's not true. I need to dig into that a little bit more, but we're definitely seeing the crazy extremes in our part in the northern hemisphere. And it could be, Planet X related. Maybe something's moving in, causing disturbances. That's why we see these sudden cattle die-offs. It could also be somebody mismanaging their herd, but I don't know why you would do that on purpose, because that many cows can bring you a lot of money. If you've already raised them to that size, you've sunk a lot of money into it. Like I said, it could be poison, could be mismanagement. Part of me also, I still need to dig into this a little bit more. Weather weapons, and not just like causing extreme heat, but like satellites. If that's a thing, I'm not taking anything off the table. If you believe in satellites, not here to judge. I'm just thinking, anything. If there's, if we do have satellites, maybe China has like some kind of heat ray, which sounds crazy. I know, but I don't want to leave any stone unturned here. Maybe they have a heat ray and they can just zap cows, and that was the start of it. Or maybe it's just Bill Gates wants to kind of take out the protein source here, and he just wants to expand more of his farmland. Maybe he wants to run off those cows so he can buy more property. I saw something crazy trending on Twitter today. It was Bill Gates is a bioterrorist or something. That was trending on Twitter today. I don't know if it was trending for everybody. I don't know if they market that to different people. I'm assuming they do. Of course, I don't ever jump in on that kind of crap because I think it's just, it's not really worth my time. But there's a lot of different angles on this. We're gonna get into it more with Shepard next week. I think he's already announced it. So buckle up, everybody. It's all on the table here. Like I say pretty much every time, we don't know what exactly is coming after us, but this is all for a reason. One of these days, we will figure it out. Hopefully we figure it out before it's too late. But until then, we can get prepared. We can do our best to stave off the tyrants and keep our families going. We'll catch you next time. Good luck and good night.